You've seen the engine, you've seen the frame, and today we're going to get to work. My name's Max, this is 999 Laser, and we're building a 700cc two-stroke dirt bike. Previously on Project 700, we finally decided to pull the trigger on this monumental build, and you joined us as we travelled to Newcastle to purchase our beastly 700cc Mega motor. Next, we journeyed to Preston to hunt for the perfect chassis for our project. Dave Clark Racing hooked us up with the 2001 Husaberg FE650, which will form the bones of our beast. The motor and the chassis were then left with our mechanical magician Chris to do his thing, and that's where the story picks up today. We are building a 700cc two-stroke dirt bike. You've seen the engine, we've got the frame, and now we're in the Mad Professor's lair. Say hello, Chris.
Hello.
To start the build in earnest. He's stripping down the bike now, and this episode is all about the build. So, take it away, Chris. The first step for Chris was to strip down the bike completely in order to check her over and work out what we were dealing with. The plastics, tank, pegs and rads were all removed to give Chris a clean canvas. Remember guys, if you want to see more projects like this in the future, be sure to drop this video a like, share it with all your two-stroke loving friends and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And also remember to give some love to our awesome sponsors. Got some presents for you, mate.
Hey, good.
From our friends, Markov. Got two there. Hang on a second. There's a big one.
Another big
Not quite done yet though. And that's our lot. Right, now we just got to fight about who's having what.
Oh, is that?
Yeah, let's open it up and see what they sent. Because as we know guys, Muck-Off are sponsoring this entire project, so a big thanks goes out to those guys. They've enabled us to pull the trigger on this crazy build. And I think they sent us a load of stuff to help clean, protect and lubricate our bike. So let's see what they sent us. Yeah, that's a bit Crocodile Dundee that, isn't it? That's not a knife. This is a knife. Sweet. Best looking jet wash you'll ever see. There, I'll give you the manual, mate.
Oh, yeah.
You can read that tonight. Right, there we are then. Thank you, Muck-Off, for all the help and the products. I think it's going to be useful, isn't it, mate?
Yeah, definitely.
So firstly, Chris, just talk us through what you've done so far this morning, stripping the bike down.
All right.
What the process.
Quickly de-kit the bike, haven't we? Got all the plastics off it. One of the main things you've got to get is the back swing arm bolt goes through the engine like that. So your engine that you put in your frame has to line up with your swing arm spindle. Not only that, the chain has to line up like that. One of the problems we've got here is this engine is way wider than our frame, so we're about 10 millimeters out. Where's my 10 millimeters look? So our engine is 10 millimeters wider than our swing arm hole. So what we'll have to do, we'll have to machine some off either side of the swing arm to fit this bad boy in.
So basically, this isn't wide enough to fit our engine in.
That's right, so we're going to have to do something about that.
Here to here.
To get it in.
So basically, what we're saying is, it's not just as simple as taking a frame and taking an engine and whacking it in. There's a whole load of...
What you tend to find with a lot of these sort of machines, everybody goes, oh, it's just an easy job, just bolt it in. And
yeah.
It never ever, I've never found it work. You know, so that's something we need to roughly work out. We've got a couple of fitment issues straight away, haven't we?
Up front.
We've got the front, look. We've got the back. Yeah, it's not going to happen, is it?
close that.
I think we need to
spots.
jack the frame up, pull the swing arm out, pull the front off, and let's get chopping. I think it's going to be one of them sort of jobs.
Yeah.
Because it is quite a way out, isn't it? The hoop's quite off yet. However, that might change when we pull the swing arm back. So let's do that. Let's swing arm out, front and off.
Okay, so we spent a productive morning here in Chris's workshop, and as you can see, he's stripped down the bike to its bare bones. And the next step this afternoon is to try and squeeze this beastly 700cc two-stroke engine in this frame. But as we knew, it's not going to be easy as it seems. This motor doesn't fit in this frame. So this afternoon we're going to measure some things up, and Chris is going to have to do some chopping to get this beast in this frame. Before we get the power tools out though, I promised you guys in the last episode that we would be naming the beast right here today. I asked you lot for some name suggestions and you came in with some awesome ideas. The Megaberg, the Dominator, Husaberg and the Rooster were just some of my favourites. But we came up with a name in our brainstorming here that I just couldn't get out of my head. So I got my buddy Cal on the case to create a logo for our monster. And if you don't know Cal's story, I definitely recommend watching the documentary that we made with him called Mind Over Matter. Cal was in an accident when he was 15 years old that left him paralysed from the shoulders down. But he doesn't let that stop him from hitting the dirt, and he certainly doesn't let it stop him from flexing his creative genius. He created these designs just using his nose. Cal is awesome, so go check out that video when you get the chance. Our 700cc two-stroke is going to be the biggest, baddest predator on track. There's going to be no bike that can stand in her way. So naturally, I wanted to name our mega-powered monster after the biggest, baddest predator to have ever existed on planet Earth. She's going to eat 4 strokes for breakfast, and she's going to strike fear into the hearts of men everywhere. Say hello to the Megalodon. To celebrate the christening of our monster, we've just dropped this exclusive Megalodon merch, which is available on our Teespring merch store. There's a link in the description down below, and you've already probably seen it in the carousel below the video. We've got 2 designs for you from the mind of Cal Loveridge, which will be available in either a t-shirt, hoodie or jumper. And we're only going to sell 700 units across the entire Megalodon range. So once 700 pieces of Megalodon merch have been sold, these designs will be removed from the store forever. So if you fancy some Megalodon merch, make sure you're quick. The money generated from these merch sales will be ploughed directly back into the project to help us make sure that the Megalodon is the best damn 700cc two-stroke in the whole wide world. I really appreciate the support that you guys are showing for our project. So we wanted to give a way for you guys to get directly involved and to help us complete our mission. And you get some sick swag in return. Once again, thanks for all the support, guys. Now let's get chopping.
So I reckon we're probably going to cut here, cut there, shift this piece up there to pull this out. I'm probably going to chop a piece out of there. And we're going to cut that there before it squidges, before it bends in. It's probably about there. But you've got to cut into your frame. You've got to gamble to start with. Now we feel like we're doing something, don't we? Hey? It fits! There we go. The damn thing fits! This space here and this space here need to be as near as you can get them. Both sides. Yeah? So we need to try and get those spaced out so they're the same.
Making small incremental modifications meant that we had to wiggle the motor in and out 5 times during the day. But by doing this, we were able to get our 700cc engine to sit perfectly. Next up, Chris has to modify the swing arm slightly to make sure that everything marries up nicely. We also have the carb and the airbox to think about as well.
It's on. She's on, but I think we may have to take that collar off. Yep, there you go. You're in. Let's do it. Let's nail it together. So we're dry run.
Yeah, taking these chances. They wouldn't give me the answers, so I gotta go out and get it. I'ma hold them off for ransom. This how I planned it. Did it right here where I'm standing. Came from the mud, they counted us out. Now we standing on the planet. They don't know just what to do with me. Promise this is nothing new to me. If you came in here to ruin me, hope you writing out a eulogy. I was tailor-made beautifully. They can never find two of me. Look how I'm shining.
Right, so a day in the workshop, and this is what we have. Chris has managed to get our beastly 700cc two-stroke engine in our Husaberg. It was a little bit of work, wasn't it, mate?
Bit of grinding.
A little bit of grinding, in and out, in and out, in and out.
Bit of industrial language.
Yeah, yes. But here we are. The engine is in the frame. Obviously, we've got a big hole missing at the moment, but that's your next job, isn't it?
Next job.
To try and
put the front of the frame back in.
Put the front of the frame back. And just talk about some of the other jobs that we've got. We've realised that we've got to sort out
We've
now.
got one of the biggest things we're looking at the moment is getting air to the carburetor.
Yeah.
With the shocker bin in the way. So
yes, because the airbox is under here. Obviously, the carb's there, and the shock's there.
Bit of a tight squeeze.
So that's the next headache, well, the biggest headache really.
Yeah. Got a few more brackets to make for the engine and get it bolted in. Make sure the radiator fits, radiator pipes. Chain needs to just line up just right, but I think we're about there with the back of the engine, aren't we?
Yeah, well, I think we're all pretty pleased with the progress we made today, aren't we?
It's in.
It's in.
It was tighter than I thought there.
But we got there. You got there in the end, and
we got there. Yeah.
That's why we've got this man involved.
Gladiator in the saw the war. What you think that I've been fighting for? Got a cape on like a superhero. They rushing at me like a matador.
Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you want to see more projects like this in the future, be sure to like, share and subscribe. And also don't forget to go check out our awesome sponsors, Muck-Off, who have supported this entire build project. So a massive shout out goes to those guys. As always, guys, my name is Max. This is 999 Laser. Till next time, I'll see you at the track. Next time on Project 700. The build is nearing completion and it's time to start thinking about looks and performance. We go on the hunt for the best suspension around, we put our minds to the exhaust pipe headache, and Dr. Frankenstein continues to work on the monster. It's only a matter of time before the Megalodon lives and breathes. Stay tuned, guys, because the best is yet to come. And remember to grab your Megalodon merch to help us achieve our mission. Cheers, guys.